Hello everyone, it's a great day at the sewing gallery. I got all the grass mowed and weed eaten. Yay for me. Lots to tell you this morning and remind you. We're excited. Jane Ford has won the apron. Yay for you, Jane. She says her husband tells her that her car automatically turns into the sewing gallery if they're traveling. So, Jane, you can pick us up Saturday in the class. We wanted to tell you, Shop Hop's getting ready to rock and roll. You need one of these books so that you can get your stamps, depending on if you make the 12 shops in the state of West Virginia or you just hit a few here and there in Virginia. You're going to New Jersey, but it's really nice. And of course, that beautiful sewing gallery is right there. We quilted this one. Victoria hasn't got it back yet, but hopefully it'll be back by next week so that we can show you. It gives you everything that you need to do. And if you notice behind me this morning, we have our shop quilt for the Shop Hop. You can purchase our pattern now. It's online. It's $10, only $10. Victoria designed this. This is a 60 by 60, which is a throw. So, very nice. And I know Debbie wants to take her ladder home to hang it for. So this will be my last day of having this. And if you look online right now, we have Kimberbell, except for the punch needle, on sale, and it's 25% off. Your question might be, why do you have Kimberbell on sale? Are you discontinuing it? No, but we wanted to be ahead of the game. Kimberbell always does Kimberbell Day. It'll be towards the end of July. So we wanted to get a head start. So if there's something that you need, we've got CDs, we've got leather, we've got felt, everything like that, which I'm going to show you some new things this morning. Our class is this weekend. You got to have one of these patterns. You have the option to do the small, medium, or large tree skirt, or you can do the rug, whichever. You have to purchase a jelly roll. These work great. And it takes all of this. It takes 2 rolls. There's 50 yards on this. And this is the tool we suggest you use. It makes your life easier. Some people says, well, I want to cut my own strips. Hey, if your time's no more valuable than that, then you cut your own strips with what you have left. We always serve you lunch if it's a class. It's just standard at the sewing gallery. And we have lots of fun. You will have to come in before tomorrow to get this because it'll take you all day to sew your strips because you got to have some pre-done work before you come to the class so that you can complete. Chris did these small ones for us just to show you. And we also have these beautiful placemats that Chris done. She's such a blessing. Everybody's a blessing that works at the sewing gallery. At least they are to Sue. But these are beautiful. We wanted to show you that. And then we wanted to show you, I had Jen. Everybody here that works here has done a rug or done a tree skirt. This is just a jelly roll that we had. Chris finished it. Jen started it. So we make sure when our staff is teaching you the class, if it's been done wrong, we've got a trophy in it. So, and you're looking at least 4 hours to pre-do your batting and your jelly roll into strips. You'll come with it in a ball done so that when you get here, you're ready to sew and have a good time because it'll take you the whole class period to be able to do that. Now, let's go back to the shop hop, what it's about. Some of you might have done a shop hop, and some of you might not have. So it runs from July to August. Each store that's participating, which is nice, and we've got binders coming because Christy said she needed a binder. So they'll be here hopefully by next week. This is what you will get from each store. You will get one of these if you participate from July to August. And this tells you how to do it. And we learn through the process that depending on which block it is, A and B, you only cut A and B on the back of this because they're similar. So we just wanted to mention that because Christy was looking for parts that we didn't have. So that's really nice. And this is their block for us. So if you make it to 12 shops, I think it ends up being 9.5 by 9.5. This is what you will do. And look how nice that's ironed. Christy's our ironer. And then what else is going on is the Great Outdoors. This is our kit to do it. And this is what it looks like. Victoria, you know, we're blessed to have a local designer here with us. This is our row. Now, you say, well, how do I find out how many or who's on it? You can go to row by row and you can map out, or you can go to row by row website, which I meant to say, and you can find out the stores and you can choose what row you want to get from what store. So it's really a cool thing, and it's going on the same time the shop hop is going on. So that's really nice. Some new things we want to show you is Acorn Holler. This is a new charm pack. It's folly, earthy colors, peachy. Looked at pretty grunge in this one. So this is a new item. And then, of course, Kimberbell has come out with the screens to go with the class that we're going to do in August, which I will show you more. They've come out with some new colors in felt. I would call this, well, they're calling it gingerbread and chestnut. So these are new felts that Kimberbell is coming out with. And they've come out with new screen that you can put inside the class project that you're going to be doing alone, which you need to get signed up now. It's August. And then we have some new punch needle, which is really nice, and it gives you everything to be able to do that. We love the 4th of July boot, and that's what you're seeing here. So you have time to do that. If you've got a doctor's appointment or you're going somewhere, that's a great deal. August the 2nd. Now, how do you sign up for the class? You go on our website. Mary has made it easy peasy for you. This is a project you'll do. You'll learn to work on a screen. I would call that a screen mesh. And then you'll be able to do this, and this goes on top of this. I guess we messed with it so much. Really unique techniques that you learn during the process of doing embroidery. And Kimberbell really has the best instructions to be able to do that. So these are really cute. This is something Jill and Debbie would like to do. Or, you know, you can put that on a gift. You know, we old folks, you know, need to send to each other when we're all sick. Our giveaway this month that you need to sign up each and every month is a tape dispensary from Kimberbell. You never have enough of these because you'll start over here working, then you'll go over here and then over there. And so if you've got a couple of these, and anybody that does much embroidery loves the the tape dispensary. So it's a really nice item. Now, our monthly deals, which is 30% off, is the jelly bag. And this is real cute if you're going to the beach or you do knitting or crocheting or you want to, well, you don't need your bag for this because it has a bag that comes with it. But this is a nice item for you at 30% off. And then we put the Tool Shed Embroidery Plus on there, which it gives you different things that you can do. It's got 17 different fonts on it. So that's a real good with the deal. We put the Needle Travel. It's got all 50 states in it. So it's a really nice thing to have to stick in the car. Or if you're sitting on the front porch in the evening and you're planning a trip, you can look through this. And it's just fun to look at all the states that are in this. So it's a good reference for traveling to have. I think it is. And then we put a nice backyard layer cake. Ruby Society does their layer cakes like this. They roll them up so that you can see the colors. So that's a nice 30% off. And then we stuck last year's, which is nice to have. You could intertwine it in this year's panel. Which these are all the states that are in it. So we wanted to put these out for you to get you a good deal on these. You know, some people, and you know, you could embroidery some different blocks with this and make a real pretty quilt with this. So it's really nice. And then our last and final thing that we have to show you here. And these are just good to have. Just want to do something different. The magic pins. These has got numbers. These has got arrows. Real nice. You get 6 of A, B, C, D, and E, and then 15 of the others, 2 of the others. You get 3 of each of the numbers, which range from 1 to 12. And then you got errors. You get 4 of those, of each of those. So that's a real good deal with 30% off. These are just good to have because you will enter at some point a quilt that you need to number or you need to put the errors on it. At some point you will need these. And it comes with its own little container. Of course, this is a big piece, but it's like that much. So it's a real nice deal on that. And then for our weekly deals, Victoria loves doing fat quarters for us. She always does a really nice job, but everybody else does with Tammy, Todd, and Marcy, and everybody coming in. And when they sit down and want to chat, we still have to work. I know, ain't that awful? So we put the bundle of the Christmas vintage Christmas. I knew that, but I just couldn't think of it. It's 12 in a pack, so that's a nice deal, the weekly deal. Victoria insisted I get these, so I put them on sale because these run $35.99. You squeeze it and you cut. Now, I just push and go. But some people like different cutting rotary cutters. Matter of fact, Doreen likes this type really well that works with us. She brings her own when she's cutting fabric. So that's a nice deal. And of course, I put the new Acorn Holler. I have to say holler instead of holla. It's just that southern in me that I don't sound it all the way out. Nice deal. These are 48, so they're on sale. If you're thinking about taking the class, you need to get in here today or in the morning and get your pieces sewed up, do your homework. Okay? And then I've got something new. You know, they don't do it with just one. They just continue to do it. These are the cards. Of course, you've seen the Christmas ones. You've seen 1, 2, and 3. This is applique. Now, for those of you that did the Dresden plate with us, your applique should be good. But this is different things in Christmas that you can do, which is really cool. I think the snowman, the snowflake down here. So we wouldn't want you not to have this collection on your shelf, sitting up there just like this, so that everybody sees how many collections of these cards that you have. So it's a nice deal. And we did put you one of the punch needles on sale today. I like this one because it's red, white, and blue, and it's the flag. And, you know, I'm a all-American girl. I love my country. I love my nation. I stand with it no matter what. So it's a wonderful time because July the 4th is coming. So I'm trying to give you all the tools that you need. We always feature a machine. Today we are featuring the PS 700. Comes with a table extension, which is really nice. And for those of you coming tomorrow, if you have a table extension, it's really great when you're doing the Jelly Roll rug. Each icon here has stitches underneath it that gives you the ability to do these. And with this machine, you also have some small fonts. You can't increase it or anything. But if you are a quilt maker and you like to put labels on, you can put Love Mary on it, 2025. You can use this small font and put it on the back. It has a threader. It has a cutter, needle up, needle down. With Brother machines, I'll say it till I die. In the 15 years, I have never touched the tension on the Brother machines. Now, if you find that something's not working right, the back doesn't look right, or the top is skipping stitches, my suggestion, the first thing you do is take your thread out, rethread it, take your bobbin out, redo it inside. Now, if you have done a bobbin and it's mushy, that will create the look of bad tension, correct, Scott? So, with Brother machines that we sell, now, if you get these mass-produced ones that you buy on Amazon or Walmart's, now, I can't guarantee anything with that because those are technically not the real thing. It's kind of like when you go and buy a John Deere at Lowe's. And then you go to the local dealer and you buy a real John Deere. There's a huge difference. Some people says it don't make any difference. I'm just piecing. The machines that you buy at those places, a lot of times is just for mending and just a little sewing. But if you're sewing every day on a machine, you need to buy a better machine. This gives you the small screen, and it even tells you what foot to use. N and J is your two common feet to use. And then this is your bobbin winder. Don't you touch that tension. If you find that it's not sewing correctly, 99% of the time it's user error. And that's you sitting in the chair not paying attention or talking on your cell phone and not threading your machine properly. And we all do it. We do it back there, and then, and if it's skipping stitches, you've got the wrong needle in. That's a no-brainer. So think about a machine. Of course, I seen Kitty's husband yesterday, and I was picking, and he was picking back, and he said, buy local. I had a man to come in, and he says, oh, yeah, I bought one off of Amazon, and he started to go into all these questions. Hey, call Amazon. Call Etsy. He said he got one off of Etsy, and he got one off of Amazon. So you don't get to ask us questions like that when you buy online. They don't answer your questions, but at the Sewing Gallery, we're here to help you if you purchase a machine. And we service all machines. Scott does. So we're real excited. I hope you'll sign up for this class or Jelly Roll class. Buy Victoria's pattern. Come in and get your fabric. It doesn't take a whole lot, but it does take some. And I hope you'll join us July and August through our shop hop adventure. It's not a long 2 months, but it is quite challenging. And Betsy's supposed to come back to work on Saturday, so yay for her. Christy's off this morning. She's helping me out this afternoon. Jen's off this morning. Betsy's been off for 2 weeks. She's been sick. She's been laying over there in Blue Whale, getting ready, geared up for you guys on Saturday morning. And we've just had a lot of changes the last 2 weeks with different people working and us doing this and being busy. But we're here to serve you, and we can't wait for you to come in. And each week we have all kinds of new stuff. Ask Victoria. She's been putting in a lot of orders. She's been a great help during this 2 weeks Betsy's been off. We've missed you, Betsy. We miss everybody when they're not working. And Jill's got a new dog, so we're excited about that. See how she does with that. So everybody's good here. Sign up for our monthly deals, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.